Welcome to Jarring Everything. I'm Sam Payon, and we're filming right here in my Sonoma production kitchen. With the help of my friend Roy, we've warmed up this industrial space with flowers from my farmer friends, and of course, the most beautiful produce Sonoma has to offer. My goal with this series is simple: to show approachable ways to think about ingredients differently. In a time where so much feels uncertain, learning how to create your own shelf-stable foods is more than a kitchen skill. It's a powerful, hopeful act. You'll notice what I call my general-ish percentages. Fermentation works anywhere from 2 to 5% salinity, but I still use a gram scale to keep it simple and approachable. Together, we will ferment, pickle, and preserve what's in season, and explore how these traditions can nourish us in new ways. This is my kitchen, my community, and my home. Welcome in.
But all full of unique flavor and endless uses in the kitchen. My blender is set up, herbs are washed and ready, and first on our list is an herb boil. Here, I'm using a blend of parsley, chives, sorrel, basil, and tarragon. Blended with olive oil and a pinch of salt, this makes a vibrant green oil that can be your next favorite trick to bump up a dish. I have all of the herbs I just mentioned blanched already with salt and drained. I used some cheesecloth to wring it out of it just to release as much residual water as possible. In the blender it goes with olive oil. Slowly at first, and then on high for no more than a minute. We really don't want to overheat the machine and turn the herbs dull.
We will pour this into our line strainer. And what you get is this garden herb oil that lasts like 5 days, honestly, in your refrigerator, ready for you to drizzle over polenta, potatoes, used as a base for vinaigrettes, or brushed onto grilled bread and veggies. This is a finished jar that I've strained already. Herbs have been used as preservatives for centuries. Their natural oils often have antibacterial properties. Turning them into an infused oil isn't just tasty, it also is a nod to how herbs have always helped preserve food. Next is an ode to the beautiful wine country I live in, preserved Sonoma grape leaves. My salt is weighed out, jars sanitized, grape leaves are picked, and now we are working with preserved and marinated grape leaves. Fresh grape leaves are washed and preserved in brine, a very simple method. They can be kept up to a year and are incredibly versatile. First, let's make a salt brine. We're using about a 4% brine today, and so for the 16-ounce jar, I'll probably need 8 ounces of total brine, so I am going to measure out 9 grams of salt for the 8 ounces of distilled water. And as we all know, the most important step here is making sure that salt is completely dissolved. This really is the thing that really creates that brine that protects all of our vegetables and leaves through fermentation. Grape leaves have been used in preservation for centuries, not just as food, but as a tool. Their tannins help keep other vegetables crispy, like cucumbers and beans. Ripping them is totally fine. And this gets covered and set aside. This is our finished jar here. These are perfect for wrapping dolmas, steamed fish. You can even wrap feta cheese and grill it. You can also fold into dishes like spanakopita or lamb rolls for added flavor or texture. Up next is a fun take on a favorite, using an ingredient people often consider compost at best. We're turning carrot tops into pesto. Carrot tops are edible and packed with nutrients, but they're often thrown away. Using them in pesto is a great way to reduce waste and bring bright herbal flavor. In this processor, I will add carrot tops, fermented garlic, sunflower seeds, and Parmesan. I always really like making a pesto without nuts, and sunflower seeds are a perfect substitute. A little bit of salt, and just like a traditional pesto, I'm gonna drizzle in olive oil to my desired consistency. A different blender for this, but we're already doing this, so let's just make this work. We'll have a nice smooth pesto here. In the jar this goes. In the jar this goes, where this will stay fresh for about a week, ready to toss with pasta, roasted vegetables, drizzled over poached or fried eggs. We're saving everything around here. I actually do really love this texture. It being not completely smooth will give a little bit of bite to whatever we're drizzling this on. Perfect. Our next project is a fig leaf sugar, a simple preserve with a long shelf life. Figs are a Northern California favorite. Sometimes you see huge trees with these drooping fruits on the side of the road. The climate in Sonoma is perfect, and we have an unlimited amount of fig leaves available. In our blender, I will add, here I've got about 4 to 5 small to medium fig leaves here. I've lightly toasted them just to release the natural oils. Add this to our blender, and our sugar goes in as well, and we process. This goes into the processor with sugar until the sugar turns green and the sweet herbaceous aroma permeates. Fig leaves release this unique coconut-like aroma when heated or dried, which surprises many people since the fruit itself is so different in flavor. I will strain the big pieces out of the leaves out and dry overnight. Spread this out. Scooped in our jar and stored airtight, this delicate herbaceous sweetener lasts for up to 2 years. Use this to sprinkle or stir into coffee, in tea, or sprinkle on your next oatmeal or yogurt, fold into panna cotta, ice cream, or goat cheese for subtle herbal sweetness. Next, our lavender blossoms are picked, sugar is measured, and today we're finishing with a lavender syrup. This preserve couldn't be any simpler. Lavender, sugar, a little pinch of salt, and water. This syrup gives a floral aromatic syrup that keeps for up to 6 months in the fridge. On to the heat, this sugar and water goes. A few blossoms of our lavender. Lavender's been used in kitchens since Roman times, but preservation, it does a double duty. It perfumes whatever it touches, and thanks to its antimicrobial oils, helps keep the syrup staying fresh. You can stir into cocktails, mocktails, or sparkling water spritzers. We're gonna cover this and make sure this comes to a nice boil to dissolve all of that sugar before setting it aside and cooling down completely before placing it in our fridge. You could stir this into cocktails, mocktails, or sparkling water spritzers and drizzle into frosting, whipped cream, or pancakes and oatmeal. Here is one of our favorite ways to enjoy lavender syrup is poached pears in lavender syrup. All I did was wedged up these pears, tossed them into this simple syrup, and cooked them till they're completely soft. They taste floral and aromatic and pretty unforgettable. We highlighted a handful of herbs and leaves today: an herb garden oil, preserved grape leaves, carrot top pesto, fig leaf sugar, and lavender syrup. Herbs and leaves may seem delicate, but they bring boldness to the pantry, whether as oils, pestos, sugars, or even preserved grape leaves. A handful of greens can completely change the way we cook. Scan this QR code for more on Golden State Pickle Works. Thanks for joining me on Jarring Everything. I'll see you next time when we take another seasonal ingredient and discover what it can become.